Alright, what's up guys? So welcome back to the channel. Our good friends over at Middleton Mixology sent me over this box, and it is a smoke top kit. So we're gonna do something kind of cool tonight. Besides just making drinks, we're gonna use the torch out of this thing to not only smoke the drinks, but we're also gonna make dessert with it and also a part of the main course. So this is gonna be really exciting. Okay, so out of the box we've got the torch, butane, the smoke chips, or wood chips, and then the smoke top itself. Of the different types of wood chips that we have, we got mesquite, cinnamon, we got apple, and then alder. So we got the cool smoke top, and then the mesh screen that replaces these whenever it is you want to replace it. And then we've got cherry in there. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is actually we're gonna start off with the smoke in the glass. Sorry guys, I'm just hanging out at my buddy's house, so this is what we got to work with, so don't get mad. But we're gonna get some smoke on here just to give it a stronger taste. That way we can have it coat the ice as well as the entire glass itself. What we're gonna start off making is a ginger yuzu highball, and that's gonna be amazing with the sushi that we're gonna have with this drink. Put that on top. We're gonna start off with some apple wood chips first. I think that'll give it a really nice, light, crisp flavor. Start off some Japanese whiskey, some ginger beer, tonic water, yuzu paste, and then give it a nice stir, and a lemon to garnish. So I do apologize here guys, the mic ended up dying and I had no idea that it happened. It's only going to go on for another 2 shots, but all I'm doing here is just giving every other piece of sushi a nice light sear with the torch. Now, for those of you that may not know, when you get a serving of ginger with your sushi, it's meant to help cleanse and refresh your palate. So that way, when you move on to the next species of fish that you're eating, you'll get a much better opportunity to taste that fish. And that was what led to the inspiration of going with this particular mixed drink instead of actually just eating a piece of sushi itself. And no surprise, of course, the very first bite of sushi is absolutely amazing. Upon the very first sip of this ginger yuzu highball, I can definitely taste the smoke coming through. It's a really nice apple flavor, and then the yuzu and the ginger itself helps me cleanse my palate and gets me ready for the next piece of sushi. Now we're finally at the dessert, and before we talk about that, we're going to talk about what we're going to make to pair with the dessert. We're going to make a coffee old-fashioned, or at least my version of it, and all we're going to do there is use Japanese whiskey. We've got the coffee liqueur and some bitters, but before we do that, we're going to smoke it with the cinnamon wood chips. We're gonna go back in with our Japanese whiskey again, some bitters, and then some coffee liqueur. Give it a little bit of a stir. Okay, so our dessert tonight is going to be creme brûlée. I decided not to put any sugar or sweetness in it because we already have quite a bit of sugar in this. And on top of that, I think not having the sugar in this helps balance out the sweetness in the dessert. Anyway, let's take a bite. Custard came out really good. Instead of using regular granular white sugar, we used palm sugar that was originally like a hard solid rock, and then we put it in a grinder and ground it up. And so it took a little bit longer time to get the crust on it, but I think at the end it turns out that it gives you a better crust because you don't burn your crust as easily with it. It took a long time to get the crust on here. All right, so let's chase it down with the coffee old-fashioned. Oh, that's perfect. Coffee old fashioned has a little bit of bitterness to it, which balances out the sweetness of the dessert, and I think it's a great pairing. I like it a lot. All right, so dessert's done. It's time for our nightcap. We've got a little bit of ice left, so we're gonna make just a regular old fashioned, and we're gonna use the rest of the Japanese whiskey and the orange bitters for that. And then at the end, we're gonna smoke it with, let's do, what do you think, James? Cherry or alder?
Alder.
Or mesquite?
Oh, mesquite.
All right, so we're gonna smoke it with mesquite. Orange bitters, and then we're gonna smoke it. All right, let's give this thing a taste. Oh wow, that's nice. This whole smoke thing is such a cool, fun way to experience your drinks. And if you end up using the torch like I did with your food, you know, it kind of just ties everything together really well. So if you ever consider doing it, buying some sort of smoke kit, Middleton Mixology, really good dudes over there, great products. And this whole experience has been a lot of fun. I'm sure my buddy James can attest to that. It just brings the whole eating and drinking experience to another level. So thanks again to Travis over at Middleton Mixology. That was a really fun night. Go out, check out the link below if you want to go and pick up one of these kits.